I think I was fearful in sharing that because I am a senior director at Proverbs 31 Ministries. Mm-hmm. So we are a ministry that is committed to eradicating the world of biblical poverty. That's our goal here, is to help people know the truth and live the truth, because we know it changes everything. And so admitting that I would never say like, oh, I don't trust God. I'm going to tell you I fully trust God, but I don't always act like I trust God.
Yeah.
My feelings get in the way, or life struggles get in the way. Yeah. And so therefore my behavior or the way I'm handling something might not reflect that I'm really trusting him.
Yes.
But I got a few emails that with advice.
Did you? Wait, based off of this blog post?
Yes, based off of this blog post with some advice, and even in the comments of the blog post. Aww. It was, people sharing why they trusted God, or how, some advice on how to trust God. And I really appreciated that, because I was able to be a part of the community.
That's awesome.
As a leader in a ministry, we want to lead well, and I wish we could say we have it all together, but we're real people just like you guys.
Right.
And we struggle with the same things that you struggle with.
Exactly.
And I appreciate it when people allow me to be that real person and not consider me a failure because I struggle.
And give you grace because of it, right? Because I think we can go through life thinking that we have to have this face on.
Right.
And that no one will really accept us for all of our struggles. But when you can be real, you see people responding in such a positive way.
Right. So, okay, on this, I explained in this blog post how we went through the study before we actually did this in online Bible studies. In week 3, I got to a page where I read a question. And during study, okay, you guys, I'm in a Bible study group with Kendra and Beth Anderson and Jesse, all our OBS staff, Angie Combs,
Wendy
Blight, our director our coordinator of biblical knowledge, teaching, content. She Jessica Colazzo, all people on staff and who are in the Bible regularly. And so that could be a scary place to break down, right? Yeah. And I'm their leader, okay? So I'm y'all's leader.
Right, and so we look to you, right? Sometimes you look to your leader having it all together.
I totally broke down because the question was, let's see, where is it? Deep inside, is there anything that you question whether or not God will take care of in your life? If so, what? And if I am studying the scripture and I'm sharing it with you, I'm going to tell you God is going to take care of everything. Mm-hmm. But I have some situations in my life right now.
Yeah.
Most are out of my control, where I'm watching people that I care about, or there's just things that aren't going. I see struggles, and there's nothing I can do about it, and it is burdening me in a deep way. And I just fell apart because I realized I'm not trusting God. And my part is to obey, and God will take care of the rest. And if I can trust that God's going to take care of the rest, I have to say, no matter what the rest is, I'm going to trust you. Because, all right, I'm trusting you with my marriage. I'm trusting you with work. So why am I struggling trusting you in other things? And I don't necessarily go in and try to fix. I'm not a big fixer.
Okay.
A lot of women are.
Yeah, I like to fix.
I'm not a big fixer, but I am a big sit and cry and be sad about it. Yes. Yeah. And it doesn't consume me because I come back around and go, oh yeah, God will take care of it.
You're good at bossing yourself out of it, but it's still the fact that you struggle with it.
But I broke down, and you saw me. I had a panic attack, and I'm not prone to panic attacks. This is the first season I have ever had a panic attack in my life. And so then guilt sets in, because I'm like, oh, Melissa, if you really trusted God, you wouldn't be worrying. You wouldn't be filled with this anxiety. You wouldn't be having a panic attack.
Yeah.
But that day, my people surrounded me in prayer and prayed over me. And then to hear you guys open up with some similar struggles.
Yeah.
Like, no, we get that. And sometimes being a leader in ministry, it's even harder because you're afraid to admit it and face it.
But I think because you were vulnerable, it allowed us to be like, oh, we can be real too, because even our leader is struggling as well.
Well, and I will tell you, Kendra, here's where the freedom has come. It's because the people that I'm worried about, I'm loving them better. Like, I'm like, okay, what can I do? What has God told me to do? What does His Word tell me to do? To love Him and love people. And guess what? I can do that really well.
You're good at loving people.
I can love people and not get clouded and worried about what all the details may be.
Yeah.
but just to love them. That I can do.
And you do it so well.
So.
And I think if you're in a group or if somebody comes to you with maybe a struggle they're facing, the best thing that you can do is pray for them. So if you feel like you have to have the answers, you don't need to have the answers.
No.
'Cause I know we didn't.
Right, no.
But we know that we can pray.
Oh, that was one of the best days of my life. Like, it really was.
And isn't that amazing? It started off maybe a little rough, but you see the silver lining.
Yes. You know when you feel the tears coming on and you feel your lip quivering and you feel your heart, and you're like, no. And you just can't help it.
I do that to you all the time. Whoops.
Yeah.
So,
okay, you have...
Yes.
Your Freedom Friday is coming up this Friday.
Yes.
So you're going to give us a little sneak peek?
I'm going to give y'all a little sneak peek. And if you could see the blog post, there's a lot of edits on it. I don't know if you guys can see the red. So it is in draft form. But the whole idea of it, what I'm thinking about titling it is I Forgot God. Yes. And
I love that title.
Do you like it?
Y'all, tell me if you agree. She should not change that title.
Okay, this is good. This is also like a focus group.
That's
for
a
me.
great... Oh, yeah, that's good.
And the reason why is because this week's big idea is marginalizing God. And when I first read that, I was like, what does the word marginalize even mean?
Right.
And it means treating as insignificant. And that's exactly what I was doing with God. I was working all of the time, and I was working on weekends because I didn't think I had enough time in my week to get everything done that I needed to get done.
And you're working on God things. That's your job.
Well, that's the kicker. That's why I was so nervous to admit it, is because I'm working in an atmosphere where we filter everything through Scripture and truth, and I know the right things. I know God will come through, but I just completely forgot it, and I was trying to work ahead, and I kind of got burnt out a little bit. And so it was a very big aha moment for me when I realized that the moment I can trust God is the moment that my work life will get better. And so I put it to the test, which is a big deal. I stopped working on Sundays. I used to get through my email. You know when you want to answer one more email or approve one more project, and you're like, great, I'll feel good about Monday. So I stopped working on Sunday, and what I realized was I got everything done or in a good place Monday that I needed to get done. And so I just took that whole idea of treating him as insignificant and giving that to him and seeing what he could do with it. So
that's great. When you know, as your boss and leader, I totally support that. Like, I do not want my people overworking and getting burned out.
Yeah.
I do not, because we can trust God to fill in the gaps.
Yes, we can.
If it doesn't get done, maybe it's not supposed to be.
Right. So I'm learning that, and I still struggle with it, just in all areas of life.
I don't want people to think you have, like, this slave driver over you telling you what to do.
I don't.
To me, think that you work on Sunday.
No, they're very good about hours. It's my own doing, everybody. So that's what this blog post is about, and me finding freedom and stopping what I was doing and letting God fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, can you guys relate? Do you guys have struggles like that? Hopefully, you handle them well. Hopefully, going through Breathe is helping you like it has helped us to really wake up and pay attention.
Yes.
To see, it's important. God takes Sabbath seriously.
He takes Sabbath very seriously.
He created a day. He could have created the world in 6 days and been done with it and started over again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, there's 7 days in the week, and one of those was without work.
Yeah.
And so I think it's really important, and there's more to Sabbath than just like a day off, but and which we've learned about in Breathe.
Yes, which we have.
But I think it's just really important to pay attention. Don't just go through a Bible study, but actually learn from it and see how God is working in you.
Which I think is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, everybody. Well, hey. We hope that you guys have a great rest of your Monday. And thank you so much for hearing our struggles.
Yes.
And we hope you guys learned something from them as well.
Well, I think I'm seeing some comments on there, and they can relate, and taking this seriously, and Breathe is very needed. And so that is great to hear.
Yes, we love that. We love our community so much. So thank you all so much for joining us. And we will see you next Monday.
Yeah,
yes,
next Monday.
With you and Beth.
Yeah.
So we'll see y'all later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great week.